Fellas, the Denver Nuggets have won the 2023 NBA Finals as they defeat the Miami Heat in 5 games. What a season. It was so much fun, so many crazy moments, so many funny moments, interesting to say the least. And now, fellas, we're on the best part of the NBA, the best time in the NBA, the offseason. We're on to the NBA offseason, fellas, and that's what today's video is all about. We're going on to NBA2K and we'll be simulating the offseason, trades, free agent signings, the NBA draft, and then simulate the season and playoffs with live scenarios to see who would win the 2024 championship. So will the Denver Nuggets repeat as champions, or will there be another team coming out of nowhere to win the finals? You just never know, so that's what this video is all about. I hope you're all having a great day. We're gonna get right to it. I'm explaining how this is gonna work. And as far as the NBA draft, it starts in a couple weeks, but since this video is coming out today, we don't know what the NBA draft is going to behold. So I have a mock draft and I'm going to put those players on those teams as you see up on the screen. I just feel like it best makes sense for the simulation. And guys, also for the simulation, all the free agent signings, all the trades will be done by NBA2K. I have nothing to do with it. Remember, this is all 2K simulated. And this offseason, there are so many big time free agents. Chris Paul, James Harden, Draymond Green, and there's also some rumors about Damian Lillard trades, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. So guys, once again, 2K is going to simulate it all, and to determine where some of these free agents go, I'm going to be using a random wheel. So guys, let's get right to that, and then right to the roster overview, and then simulate the season on 2K. Let's go. So for James Harden, there are 3 big teams that he's rumored to go to. Of course, the 76ers, then we have the Houston Rockets, and even the Phoenix Suns are in the picture. So let's see where James Harden will be going to, and it will be to the Houston Rockets. He is no longer in Philadelphia as he goes back to the H-Town. Oh my goodness, that's going to be so much fun to watch. As next up, fellas, now we have Kyrie Irving, also another big free agent. There's really only 2 options for Kyrie this summer. Of course, the Dallas Mavericks and the LA Lakers, because it's a rumor that he might go to LA with LeBron James. And so now it is time to spin the wheel to see where Kyrie Irving will be going for in the 2024 season. And I know you Lakers fans out there are nervous right now, but he will be going back to the Dallas Mavericks with Luka Doncic. I can definitely see this happening in real life, so I'm sorry Lakers fans, but Kyrie back to Dallas. As now we got CP3 up next, and honestly, who knows which team he'll be on next season. As we see up on the screen, a lot of teams are in the mix. These teams have the best odds to get him. So will he go back to the Suns or a new team? It goes over the Suns into the LA Lakers. Chris Paul is heads to LA with LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Finally, no David Stern defeat on the trade. RIP David Stern. And now guys, anyways, we got Damian Lillard last up on this wheel to see where he's gonna go, because there's rumors about him getting traded. As you see up on the screen, of course, we have the Blazers, the Celtics are in the mix, the New York Knicks are in the mix, the Miami Heat, and the Brooklyn Nets even are actually in the mix according to the odds list. So without further ado, it is time to see where Damian Lillard's gonna go for the next season. As we spin the wheel, he is not going to go back to the Blazers, and he's going to go to the New York Knicks. He is finally going to a different team as he's landed in New York. But finally, we are on to NBA 2K23, ready to summon the season. And as we look at the offseason retirements, Udonis finally hangs it up. Carmelo Anthony, of course, retired. Al Horford and Mike Conley surprises. They have retired. Also, Kevin Love and JaVale McGee, DeAndre Jordan, Jeff Green, and no, Derrick Rose has retired. A sad day in the NBA. Anyways, it is time to go over the rosters. As you see, we are in the 2024 season, and once again, NBA 2K has simulated the whole entire off season. So you see the teams besides the 4 players that were on the wheel draft. It was all simulated by 2K. D'Angelo Russell actually has gone to the Milwaukee Bucks. I found that pretty interesting. Also, as we see, Malik Beasley's on the squad for Milwaukee. As we continue on, the Chicago Bulls looking the same. They also added Grant Williams. So Grant Williams left Boston, and he is now in Chicago with the Bulls. And so guys, we're just going to skim over these rosters and see what happened. As we see, the Cavaliers, Donovan Mitchell progressed to a 9-3 overall. Boston did not split up anybody. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown still on the same team. Derrick Jones Jr. also on the squad now from the Chicago Bulls. And as we continue on, the LA Clippers, they actually got DeAndre Hunter. I also found that pretty interesting. Russell Westbrook still on the team. He should be way higher than an 80 overall though. I feel feel like he should be like an 85 as Kawhi kind of progressed down. Of course, the Grizzlies, it is rumored that Ja Morant, the star of the Grizzlies, is going to be suspended up to half the year next season. Obviously, that hasn't came out officially yet, but guys, if Ja Morant is suspended half the season, that would be actually insane. And then we see the Miami Heat. They just lost in the finals, but look at this. Fred VanVleet signed with the Miami Heat. He's a big free agent. So now Miami has Fred VanVleet as he leaves Toronto. Of course, the rookie Brandon Miller projected to go to the Charlotte Hornets. Then we see the Utah Jazz, Lauri Markkanen, his most improved player last year. The Sacramento Kings went to Game 7 in the very first round, but they lost to the Warriors. And then we saw Damian Lillard. He is now on the New York Knicks. We had to trade him. I traded him for Julius Randle, Quentin Grimes, and a couple of first rounders. But Knicks fans, I know you guys are really happy to get Julius Randle out of there and bring in Damian Lillard. As we see the Lakers, they got Chris Paul, so LeBron, Anthony Davis, and even Draymond Green. Draymond Green left Golden State. Are you serious? They also have Grayson Allen now. So the Lakers roster is actually so good. They have a shot at winning the championship next year. Then we see the Orlando Magic, Amen Thompson, their rookie. Of course, Paulo Banchero's second year. We saw Kyrie land on the Mavericks, so he stays in Dallas. Colin Sexton and OG Anunoby now on the squad. They joined Luka Doncic, still Christian Wood on the team as well. But now we go to the Brooklyn Nets. This team right here, very young. And then of course we have the Denver Nuggets, the NBA champions. Can they run it back in this simulation? And guys, do you feel like Nikola Jokic is a top 15 player already in the NBA? I feel like he is. I mean, I'm talking all time. I honestly think Jokic is in the top 15 all time. Let me know if you agree or disagree down below. But for the Pistons, Miles Bridges is back and he is now on the Pistons. Anyways, we see the Toronto Raptors out in the Eastern Conference, and then the James Harden free agent signing back to the Houston Rockets. This team is so young, but they have so much potential. Led by James Harden, can Houston make the playoffs in this simulation? I'm curious to see. Of course, the #1 overall pick, Victor Wembanyama to the San Antonio Spurs. I mean, that's just bound to happen. Who else would you take as the first pick? Anyways though, Phoenix Suns, no more CP3, about the same roster. Let's see if they can run it back and get to the playoffs with KD and Devin Booker, also DeAndre Ayton. As we see the OKC Thunder, Chet Holmgren back, he's fully healthy. This team is going to be interesting to watch next year with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the Minnesota Timberwolves, about the same roster as last year. They got John Wall, I thought that was pretty funny. But next up, we see the Portland Trailblazers, Julius Randle now on the team with Nurkic, Grant. They have the rookie Scott Henderson or Scoot Henderson. That is going to be fun to watch out there in Portland though. I feel like it's going to be a fun team. Then we see the Warriors. They now have Miles Turner on their team. We saw that Draymond Green left. Also Kyle Anderson joined Stephen Curry. And Porzingis stays in Washington. The Wizards, they look about the same. But anyways guys, it is time to simulate to the All-Star break to see who makes the All-Star game. And the 2024 All-Star matchup will be Team Luka versus Team Giannis. And as you look at the teams, which one do you think is better? Of course, in my opinion, I think Team Luka absolutely clears Team Giannis. I mean, Doncic, Nikola Jokic, Kevin Durant, LeBron on the same team. Anyways though fellas, it is time to simulate to the end of the season here on 2K, so let's see what happens. And guys, oh my goodness, an all-time shocker, Darius Garland from the Cleveland Cavaliers wins the most valuable player. I mean, who saw that coming? I'm actually speechless. I can't believe this. In all the simulations we've ever done here in Halftime Productions, this is definitely the most shocked I've been for the most valuable player, as Darius Garland with 26 and 12. Give him credit though, what an amazing season. And as for Rookie of the Year, no surprises, Victor Wembanyama with 23 and 10 his rookie year. Ben Simmons come off the bench to win 6th Man of the Year, as Giannis Antetokounmpo Defensive Player of the Year for the Milwaukee Bucks. And now guys, the most improved player, Tyler Hero with 27 points. What a season for Tyler Hero. But now to the All-NBA teams, Darius Garland has become a superstar according to 2K. Ja Morant, Antetokounmpo, Jason Tatum, and Nikola Jokic. Second team, LaMelo Ball. What a season for LaMelo. Victor Wembanyama as a rookie makes his second team All-NBA. He is proven to be amazing. Then we see the third team, and it is Jason Tatum who leads the league in points with 31.6. Then we see Ja Morant, Trae Young, SGA, LeBron James still doing it for the LA Lakers. Tyler Hero though, what a season for Tyler Hero. Devin Booker, Donovan Mitchell. And guys, if LeBron James is putting up numbers like this next season, I mean, he's gonna be the greatest of all time, no? Or am I right? Let me know down below. Anyways, though, they're the rebounds per game leaders, assists per game leaders, Darius Garland 12.2. As now we go to the standings, the Cavaliers are first in the East, 61 wins. So Cleveland went off, Miami takes the 2 seed, Atlanta the 3 seed, New York makes the 4 seed, Boston. What happened to my Celtics as we drop back to the 5th seed? Then we see the Sixers, the Wizards actually make it, and the Bucks finish as the 8th seed. That is interesting. And the Pistons actually almost make it, and the Magic had a great season, but they're the rest of the teams that did not make it in the East, as the Nets will finish last with only 24 wins. But now as we go to the West, the Golden State Warriors finish first, and man, the West was so close. The Denver Nuggets are the 2nd seed, OKC makes the 3 seed, and Houston makes the 4 seed. How about OKC and Houston, as we see the Lakers, the Mavericks, the Spurs, with Victor Wembanyama in the playoffs as the Pelicans miss out. The Jazz actually had a really good season. The Blazers sucked. The Suns sucked. And the Clippers finished last in the West. I definitely did not expect that. However, fellas, we are now on the NBA playoffs. You see the 16 teams and the matchups in the first round. I mean, this is going to be crazy. The 2024 NBA playoffs simulated on 2K. And so will the Denver Nuggets repeat, or will there be another team? Well, guys, get your predictions in. Make sure to comment down below who do you think is going to win this simulation. And so the road to the finals will begin here in the very first round. Who is going to take on the championship? Well, let's get this 2K live simulation going. So go sit down, go relax, go grab your favorite snacks, and let's go. Fellas, we'll begin the first round in San Antonio, where the Nuggets are tied with the Spurs. The Spurs get the defense to stop. How about Victor Wembanyama over Jokic? And now he's coming the other way like a point guard. Gives it up, layup, it's good. And this place is going crazy. San Antonio down with 3 games to nothing, trying to force 5. Meanwhile, for Denver, trying to close out at 4. Here come the defending champions. 27 seconds remaining. They're going to go back to Jokic. Wembanyama has had his way with him. And speaking of having his way, he blocks him out of bounds. If you guys are wondering why Jokic is wearing number 17, they retired Carmelo's number 15 jersey in Denver. So here we go. Nuggets down by 2. Shot clock down to 5 seconds. Jokic gets in the paint. Left-handed shot. It's good. Nikola Jokic hits it with 13 seconds. Spurs not trying to go to overtime. They're trying to win it right here in force 5. Shot clock is off. You gotta go to the number 1 overall draft pick, Wembanyama. No, they're gonna run a play for Keldon Johnson, and he puts it in. What a play call from Greg Popovich. They use Victor Wembanyama as a decoy. Murray, no good. And this series is not over yet. Can San Antonio come back? They force game 5, and the Nuggets, I mean, they have a good shot going back home, but anyways, a big win for San Antonio with their season on the line. Hey guys, the Cleveland Cavaliers might be the worst number 1 seed in NBA history, as they get swept by the 8 seed Milwaukee Bucks in the very first round. But to be fair, Milwaukee is a dangerous 8 seed. But how about that? Darius Garland wins MVP, Cavs get the 1 seed just to get swept in the very first round. That is actually crazy. Anyways, Bucks will be moving on, and it's gonna be the Dallas Mavericks over the Oklahoma City Thunder in the first round, as SGA puts in a layup. And you gotta give credit to OKC. What a season they had. They're going in the right direction, but inexperience may have caught them in the first round, as Luka and Kyrie of the Dallas Mavericks win the series in 5, and they're headed to the conference semifinals. And now as we go to Washington, D.C., the Miami Heat and the Wizards are going at it 140 to 140, as Jimmy Butler hits the jumper to give Miami a 2-point lead. A high-scoring game, and I still can't believe the Wizards are in this point. They have a chance to force game 7. They were supposed to be rebuilding, so with 37 seconds down to, who do you go to? Here is Morris, 13 the shot clock, the screen from Gafford, Morris, Gafford, jams it home, tied at 142, DC is on their feet, they're trying to force 7, 27 seconds, Miami has been here before, so can they get a bucket? Right now Tyler Hero has the ball, he is the NBA's most improved player, the screen from Adebayo, Hero, gives it up, bam! Plus the foul, gets the layup, he's gonna go to the line, Bam Adebayo gives Miami the lead, 16 seconds, and that silences the crowd here in Washington. Free throws up and it's good, down by 3, do you go for the 3 or the quick 2? Let's see what the Wizards do, 13 seconds, Beal has it against Hero, spin move, gives it to Porzingis, a deep 3! Back iron, it's no good. Rebound Heat, and that might do it in Washington. and Miami gets the first free throw to make it a 4-point game, now a 5-point game. So it is going to be over in Washington, D.C. as the Miami Heat score 147 points, and they're going to beat the Wizards in 6 games in the first round to move on. Give credit to Washington, just like OKC, making it this far when they're supposed to be rebuilding. And so for the Miami Heat, they now advance to the second round. As we now go to New Orleans, it is the Golden State Warriors, the 1 seed in the West over the Pelicans. A competitive series here in the first round, but ultimately the Warriors experience gets it done. So the new addition of Miles Turner and Kyle Anderson has proven to be good, as Stephen Curry and the Warriors are on the conference semis. And now it's the Houston Rockets and the LA Lakers going to Game 7. Can Houston get the upset? They're down by 1. Here's Jabari Smith Jr. He puts it up and in. Rockets lead by 1. I mean, this would be absolutely crazy if the Rockets can pull off this upset. The Lakers have Chris Paul, LeBron, Davis, Draymond Green, as it's going to be Austin Reeves taking the shot here in the clutch, and it's no good. Rebound Houston, they have a timeout, won't use it. 30 seconds, looking to extend their lead. Cam Whitmore, the rookie, gives it back to Jabari Smith Jr. Shot clock down to 12 seconds. This is a mismatch right here. Smith Jr. blocked from behind by James. LeBron James, a huge rejection. Here come the Lakers. CP3, Hezzy, layup. He blew it! Chris Paul missed the bunny! And now LA is forced to foul. 11.6 seconds. James Harden going to the line, MVP chance. Houston is led by a coach, Ime Udoka, after he went from the Celtics to the Rockets. I'm not going to explain why that happened, but anyways, here we go. Down by 3, Lakers, series season on the line. LeBron, catch and fire 3. Won't go. Davis gets it. Vanderbilt, he's gonna fire. That's no good. Time's gonna run out, and the Rockets upset the Lakers. Are you kidding me? Is this a fake video? Shout out Chris Smoot, but unbelievable, guys. The Rockets have done it. They have knocked off the LA Lakers. And it's official. History has been made. The San Antonio Spurs, down 3-0, are the first team in NBA history to come back from a 3-0 deficit to win the series, as they knock off the defending champions in one of the biggest upsets you'll ever see. I mean, what is going on in this first round? Denver loses a 3-0 series lead. They fall in Game 7 at home, 113-1 away. I mean, this has to be one of the craziest first round stories you'll ever see. Now the Rockets, Spurs, 2 Texas teams are moving on. And so we have a bunch of Game 7s in this first round, as now we're going to go to New York. The Celtics and the Knicks are going at it. Gallinari the 3. No. Williams. Yes. He gets the offensive rebound and put it in. And the Celtics lead by 2 in New York. Game 7. Win or go home. 27 seconds. Damian Lillard. The first time he's in New York, he's gone to the playoffs. Lillard on the drive. Nothing there. Gives it to Jalen Brunson. Shot clock down to 12 seconds. Cutting his Barrett. Jams it home. Knicks tie the game, and they are 1 stop away from overtime. Can they play some defense? And for Boston, they are out of timeout. They have to go right now, right here. Can they win the game? Can they win the series? The ball in the hands of Jason Tatum. Duke first Duke. RJ Barrett will defend. The screen. Jason Tatum takes it. Rises. Got it. Game, series, Boston has won. Jason Tatum, ice in his veins, and he wins at the buzzer to beat the Knicks. So down goes New York, an unbelievable buzzer beater to win the series. The Knicks are going home, and the Celtics advance to the second round. And fellas, I accidentally simulated too fast, but the Atlanta Hawks will knock off the Philadelphia 76ers in Game 7 to win the series and move on. Trae Young with 39 points in the W, and it just feels like the Hawks have the Sixers number, not only in real life, but in the simulations as well, as we see Clarkson and Embiid had a good game, but ultimately, Atlanta wins and they're moving on. So we are now on in the second round. 2 crazy first round upsets in NBA history as the Spurs come back from a 3-0 deficit, and you see the teams and the matchups. Hopefully your favorite team is still in this simulation, but without further ado, fellas, we're going to simulate the conference semifinals here in NBA2K 23 to see which teams will move on. So sit down, sit back, relax, and let's keep it moving. Here we go. So much for a 3-0 comeback in the first shot as the Spurs make history, but they go to the second round and get swept by the Dallas Mavericks. So Dallas is on their way to the Western Conference Finals. They were back there in 2022, but right now the Spurs, their season will come to an end. And it is the Miami Heat also back to the Eastern Conference Finals as they defeat the Atlanta Hawks in 5 games. Tyler Hero seems to be a big difference for Miami when he is in the lineup, and for the Atlanta Hawks, another season that's going to end in the first or second round as they're going to fall in this one. And now the 8th seed Milwaukee Bucks are going to defeat the Boston Celtics as they lead 3-1, and they lead Game 5 in Boston. But what do the Celtics do at this point? A second round exit. Do you break up Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown? Yes, if we lose in the second round of next season, I think you do, as the Milwaukee Bucks have only lost 1 game so far in this playoff simulation as an 8 seed, and for the Celtics, another disappointing season loss, and their season will come to an end. And we are now going to a Game 7 in Golden State as James Harden leads the Houston Rockets to a Game 7 victory, and the Rockets are going to the Western Conference Finals. Yes, can you believe it? They get Ime Udoka, all their players progress, and they are led by James Harden. And guys, for the Golden State Warriors, what do Steph and Klay do? Do they break it up? And for the Warriors, they will be going home as their season's over. So the 2024 Western and Eastern Conference Finals are the Milwaukee Bucks versus the Miami Heat, and the Houston Rockets versus the Dallas Mavericks. It is definitely interesting to say the least, but anyways, we're going to simulate now to see which 2 teams make the NBA Finals for next season. You guys see the matchups, so sit down, sit back, relax. We're going to continue the simulation right now in NBA 2K 23, so let's go. The Battle of Texas will go to a Game 6 where Dallas has a 3-2 series lead over the Rockets, but we are tied at 138. Houston has a chance to force 7. They have the ball. Shot clock winding down. Here's Harden against Doncic. Try and give the Rockets the lead. Spin. Harden in the paint. Layup. No. Great defense from Luka. Mavericks a chance to take the lead. They have a timeout, won't use it. Irvin the quick jumper. Rims off, no good. Rebound Watanabe, and Dallas has a chance to take the lead again. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Rockets need to play some defense. Tim Hardaway gives it to Doncic. Doncic draws 2. Back to Hardaway, a nice look. And he's gonna miss it. Rebound James Harden. Rockets on the break. 5 seconds. Harden. Cross. Pull. Bang! James Harden gives the Rockets a 3-point lead. Timeout, Dallas roll 1.7. Oh, what a shot from the beard. Mavericks are down by 3 with 1.7 after a Harden 3-pointer. You gotta go to Doncic. They do. He takes it, and it is no good. There's gonna be a Game 7. James Harden carrying this Houston team. And guys, this series is not over yet. Mavs fans are stunned. And as we go to Game 7, oh my goodness, a blowout from the Mavericks as they go on the road to defeat the Rockets. What an unbelievable season for Houston, though. I mean, you gotta be happy if you're a Rockets fan. You forced 7 in the Western Conference Finals, but they absolutely get obliterated in this Game 7, 148-94, as Kyrie had 36, Doncic with a triple-double, and the Dallas Mavericks are headed to the NBA Finals. And so in back-to-back seasons, an 8 seed will be coming out of the Eastern Conference as the Milwaukee Bucks will sweep the Miami Heat. And it's funny because the Bucks will get revenge after losing the Miami Heat as an 8 seed in last year's playoffs. So anyways, guys, the Milwaukee Bucks are headed back to the NBA Finals. They were there in 2021, and now they are back in 2024. So NBA 2K predicts the 2024 NBA Finals will be the Dallas Mavericks versus the Milwaukee Bucks. Well, fellas, we're going to simulate these finals here in NBA 2K to find out who is going to win it. A best-of-7 series, the Mavericks, the Bucks. Who is going to take home the 2024 championship? We'll sit down and sit back, relax, and let's get right to it. Here we go. We are going the distance in the NBA Finals as the Mavericks are up by 1. D'Angelo Russell for the lead, and it won't go. Dallas has the ball. These fans are going crazy. Dallas is 45 seconds away from a championship, and who will they go to? Luka or Kyrie down in the stretch. 38 seconds. Doncic on the screen. Fires a jumper. Won't fall. Rebound under the Kupo. 32 seconds. Bucks on a timeout. Here they come the other way. A chance to take the lead in Game 7 of the Finals. Giannis to drive. Giannis with the left, no good, grabs his rebound, passes to Holiday, swings it, Russell again, he misses again, ball tipped, rebound, on a combo, jams it home, and the Mavericks will call timeout with 15 seconds, but man, they couldn't get a rebound down there. So here we go. Championship finals will come down to this. Mavericks down by 1. Shot clock is off. Kyrie has the ball. Kyrie with 8 seconds, defended by Holiday. Down to 6. They go to Luka. Luka, Wood. He didn't take it. Now it's Hardaway. No. Luka the rebound. No good! And the Milwaukee Bucks are your NBA champions for the 2024 season, winning the NBA Finals in 7 games to beat the Mavericks. I mean, what was that last possession? So many missed opportunities, and it ends up with a Tim Hardaway three-pointer. And Giannis Antetokounmpo gets his 2nd ring. But man, this simulation was madness. I want to see all your reactions in the comments below. The Bucks win the 2024 championship, and thank you all for watching. Every single one of you are the GOATs. As Giannis will win the 2024 NBA Finals MVP. It's Halftime Productions. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching, and we out.